Hey guys, Matt Hagerman from Rhino Brewing Company. We are going to be talking about New River today. New River is by far one of our oldest beers. It was our first beer as a brewery. We actually purchased this brand, New River, off of the family that owned it prior to us. Initially, this beer came out in 1998-99 time frame. And the story behind this beer is that a gentleman named Kenny Lefkowitz was starting up a brewery down in Blacksburg. He was a Virginia Tech graduate, and working on starting a brewery down there, but didn't have the funding. So we had Old Dominion Brewing Company in Ashburn, Virginia, make it for him. And New River out of the gate won one of the top national medals for Pale Ale, which is pretty amazing in itself. First year out, being able to do that and compete against all the other breweries in the country, and there's some big ones, was a pretty amazing feat by him and his family. So anyway, I used to work at Old Dominion Brewing Company, and we used to produce this over there, and definitely one of our top sellers, fastest growing by far. And basically 2 years into the production of the beer, Kenny passed away, and so what happened is that his family essentially took over the name and the brand and continued to produce it up until about 2008. It was the fastest selling beer over there, like I said, but so what we did is we worked out a deal and wound up purchasing it off the family in exchange for keeping his legacy alive and keeping his beer in the hands of the craft industry. So that's exactly what we've been doing. So this is kind of an updated version graphic wise, but we actually used some of the old graphics from the New River logo originally, and was a huge seller down in like Blacksburg, Christiansburg, that entire area, Roanoke over, and just a solid pale ale. It's very old school, and it's just a great solid beer, and we're very fortunate to have the beer here. So again, I mentioned in another video that Amarillo is one of my favorite hops because it has that nice grass cut flavor. This has a lot of that in it, and they're one of the first back in the day to actually use the hop, and very signature for this beer. So this comes in right around 5.4% alcohol with an IBU rating of 34. Again, IBUs, I mentioned in other videos, is an international bittering unit. It basically just tells you how bitter it is when you're tasting it. But again, this pale ale is very well balanced, and put a lot of work into this beer to keep it original, because a lot of the ingredients themselves change over time, but we work really hard to make sure that it doesn't change with this recipe again in Kenny's name. So it's just a great story, and I'm very proud to have this beer. So I want you guys to try it. Again, you're gonna get that lemony zest type smell when you're smelling it, and there's different ways you can smell. Like some people will cut their hand over their nose to basically trap your nose so you can smell as much as you can. But this, you're gonna get it too as you're sipping it, and again, it has a nice amber glow to it, and very smooth, like really well balanced. So again, give it a try. Comes in, like I said, about 5.4, so it's a very normal ABV for a pale ale. Man, is it solid. So we do sell this in 12-ounce cans, and then obviously on draft. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story, and feel free to check out our website. More of the stories on there. Again, we try to retain as much as possible. So again, enjoy the New River. It was named after the New River that cuts down through southern Virginia and North Carolina. So that's where the name originally came from, and why the label is depicted the way it is. But we were able to keep elements like the moon and the stars and other colors from the old bottle, and we just felt that was really important. So anyway, okay, I'm done running my mouth. So New River, love it. Solid example of the pale ale, and hope you guys enjoy it. Cheers.